All right, guys, so after watching Miss Siley's video that I have linked in Schoology, we're going to do a couple practice problems together. So we're going to be looking at my screen right here, and we're working with the number 914. So I'm just going to show you an example of what we're going to be doing. Okay, so I want to show you the difference between what expanded form looks like and what expanded notation looks like. Okay, so we took the number 914, and the first thing I did was wrote it in expanded form. So 900 plus 10 plus 4 is this number in expanded form. Okay, and then on this side is the expanded notation. So what I did was I took my 9 and I brought it down, and my multiplication symbol also represents the groups of. So 9 groups of, and then you're simply just writing the place that that number is in. So 9 groups of, and my 9 is in the hundreds place. Okay, 9 times 100. And then I'm going to close it off. Okay, then I'm going to take my 1. Okay, my next place, bring it down, 1 times, and then the 1 is in the tens place, so 1 times 10. Then I'll close it off again, and then I'll do the same thing with the 4. So this one is backwards. It should say 4 times 1, okay? 4 groups of 1, all right? Now we're going to do 1 together. We're going to focus on this number, 921. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause this video and write 921 in expanded form. Okay, so go ahead and pause it and write it down. Okay, so now we're going to check your work. So 921 in expanded form. My 9 is in the hundreds place and it's worth 900, so I'm going to write 900 plus. My 2 is in the tens place and it's worth 20. And then I have a 1 in my ones place. So 900 plus 20 plus 1 is that number in expanded form. And now we're going to do the same number in expanded notation. So when I start expanded notation, I'm always going to start with parentheses, okay? Every single place is always going to be in parentheses. So now I'm going to take a look at my first number, which is a 9, and I'm just simply going to bring it down, okay? I have a 9 right there in my hundreds place, so I'm going to bring it down. Next comes by my multiplication symbol, which represents the groups of. So you can say 9 times or 9 groups of. My next step is to look at what place that number is in. So my 9 is in my hundreds place, so I'm just going to write the place it's in. 9 groups of 100 or 9 times 100. Then I'm going to close it off. Okay. Just like expanded form, I'm still going to be adding. So I'm going to write my addition symbol. Okay. My next step is going to be the same thing, my parentheses, except I'm moving place values. So my next number is a 2, so I'm simply just going to bring that 2 down, okay? 2, and then the multiplication symbol or the groups of, and then my next step is to write what place that 2 is in. So that 2 is in my tens place, 2 groups of 10. Okay. And then my last thing is my addition symbol, and then I'm moving on to my last place. So again, with my parentheses, I'm looking at that number. I have a 1, so I'm going to bring that down 1. Groups of or times, and then that 1 is in the ones place, so it's simply going to just be 1 times 1. And that is the expanded notation form of this number, okay? And then one more, we're going to work on a number with a bigger place value. So 2,364. Okay. I want you to pause this video and write that number in expanded form. All right, we're going to go ahead and check our answer. So expanded form, I'm expanding that number. So I'm going to start with my 2. My 2 is in the thousands place and it's worth 2,000. So I'm going to write 2,000 plus my 3 is in the hundreds place. It's worth 300 plus my 6 is in my tens place and it's worth 60. And then my 4 is in my ones place and it's just worth 4. So 2,000 plus 300 plus 60 plus 4 is the expanded form. Now, if you're confident enough, I want you to pause this video and write this number in expanded notation. Okay? If you want to do it on your own, go ahead and pause it. Otherwise, we're going to work on it together. So just like the last two numbers we did, I'm going to start with my parentheses. Okay, I'm looking at my first number, which is a 2, and I'm just going to bring that 2 down. All right, my multiplication symbol comes next because that represents the groups of. So 2 groups of, and then my 2 is in my thousands place. So 2 groups of 1,000. And then I'm going to close it off. And then outside of the parentheses is my plus sign. All right, the next step, again, write my parentheses. Look at my next number, which is a 3. I'm going to bring that 3 down. 3 groups of, and my 3 is in my hundreds place. So 3 groups of 100. Okay, going to keep going. I have a 6 in my tens place. So 6 goes first, 6 groups of 10. And then my last number is a 4, so I'm going to bring that 4 down, 4 groups of, and it's in the ones place, and then I'm going to close it off. All right, so that was expanded notation. We're going to be doing a lot more practice with this week. Just let me know if you guys have any questions. Bye.